Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here, and we are back with Hunter x Hunter chapter number 352. Last time on, a complete change of pace. Hisoka versus Chrollo in the Heavens Arena. No way anyone could have seen this fight coming. I do want to clarify really quickly, I was informed that the dart thing that Hisoka used to control the judge, I was informed that that was Shalnark's ability, which it makes sense because it's literally the exact same thing. Yeah. So Shalnark, as of right now, wouldn't have his ability. If that's important to know, I don't know, because the Phantom Troop isn't even involved in this arc whatsoever until now, I guess. But, I don't know, it's important. I guess it's something to note. But yeah, just some awesome fighting. I mean, to be honest, so far it hasn't really been a whole lot of fighting. It's been mostly two really strong people testing each other's power. I'm not even that. I don't think testing power is even the right way to put it, because Hunter x Hunter, it really just doesn't sound right to say strong characters, because in Hunter x Hunter, as weird as it sounds, I don't think being strong matters at all. I think Hunter x Hunter is way more about wits and your smarts and how you use that to your advantage as you fight. But anyways, we saw Chrollo. He used that Shalnark's ability. He also used the Sun and the Moon paired destruction, and he also used his double face bookmark theme, which allows him to bookmark one of the abilities he's using and move on to another one while still using the one from before. And to get that double face bookmark theme, he did have to put a tighter condition or restriction on his ability. I'm just pulling out my notes right now because I realized I don't have them up. All right. But anyways, I think that pretty much is all that we need for a quick little summary here. Can I am I still gonna be in frame if I recline this a bit? There we go. Yes, this is what I needed. All right. So, Chapter 352, Troublesome. It looks like we're going to be getting right back into the battle. So let's do just that. Also, I want to mention again, I know I talked about it before, but I love Chrollo's design in the manga. I just think it looks, I don't know. His face, I get that his hair is different because he's changed his hairstyle many times so far, but I feel like his face looks quite a bit different too. Anyways, all abilities have strengths and weaknesses. That is, hold on, I'm gonna go back to the previous page just to double check exactly. Okay, so just to get back to where we are, he had just said that he's gonna show off 3 more abilities. So there we go. Next page, 28-29. People compensate by getting creative. They may keep their abilities secret or pick their battles carefully and fight as a team, for example. In addition, I can accrue more abilities as I need them, and then I wait until the conditions for a sure victory can be met. That's pretty standard. That's what I would say, yeah. My greatest pleasure comes when such people crumble to their knees, and I look down upon their disbelieving faces as their plans fail. I love that Hisoka... I didn't even realize this. It just kind of blends in with everything, but all of Hisoka's lines have a card suit. I guess only spades and hearts is what we usually see. I wonder, I doubt it, but I was going to say, I wonder if maybe that's like an indicator of something important, but I think it's just to indicate, Hisoka talking in his Hisoka voice, very, well, his voice. It's a very unique tone that he has going, and I love it. All right, back to abilities. Order stamp proof of humanity. I'm going to write, again, everything that we see of humanity. So what is it? It's a stamp. Shalnark's black voice manipulates humans. This one manipulates puppets. The cell phone can override people's autonomy, but only 2 people at a time. The stamp can manipulate many, but can't give complex commands. So the phone is for the finish, but humans and puppets can't be controlled together. Is there another plan? Okay. Flip. The bookmark keeps keeps it in place. You've seen this one before. Okay, so wait. He just pulled out the stamp now. And then he bookmarked the stamp, so now he's moving on to something else again. All right, what is he going to do now, though? Let's flip the page. 3031. Gallery fake. Divine left hand, demonic right hand. Oh, he just made a clone. So he used this gallery fake ability to make a clone, and now he's going to use the stamp to control the clone, so he can just have infinite judges fighting for him. Right? But why? Hold on. If we go back again, he said Hisoka has seen this ability before. Have we seen this ability before? I don't think so. Gallery fake? Maybe it's another one of the Phantom Troops abilities. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's, Kortopi? Is that his... Was that the one who had this ability? Yeah, I think it was him. Because they used this in the auction to, steal everything. Alright. So it seems like possibly all of the Phantom Troop members gave their abilities to Chrollo for this moment here. I guess the question remains, though, can they get them back? Because we haven't seen anybody get them back from Chrollo afterwards. I would assume it's up to Chrollo's discretion. Like, if he wants to give it back, he can. But what if Chrollo promised to give them back and then just took their abilities and kept them? That would suck. Humans are strange creatures. To me, a corpse and a puppet are similar inanimate objects, but not to the former owner of a stamp, the owner of order stamp, sorry. A corpse cannot be controlled, but its copy can. Okay, yeah, that's what he did, is he made a copy, and he's using the stamp. I wonder if we can ever find out whose ability, like, the stamp is, or the sun and the moon thing, because he didn't explain that either, did he? No, it could be from anybody. Sun and the moon. Yeah, he didn't say anything about it. Wait. The sun and the moon... I'm just trying to think through the Phantom Troop's abilities now, because, like, this has just really got me thinking. Did Feitan... Feitan had an ability that, like, turned him into the sun, right? It was like a big explosion, but I don't think that is nothing. I don't think that's like what we just saw here. And then the stamp. Again, I'm trying to think, is there anybody we know that had that stamp ability? I definitely don't think the stamp we've seen before. I definitely would remember that. For the former owner, the difference between a puppet and one that has ceased to be one is whether the head is connected to the torso. Break Hisoka. Is the stamp a little peace sign? Nice. All right, next page. 3233. How it accepts commands depends on the puppet, too. If you order a puppet created by copying a human to kill someone, it reflects its original personality. Okay. It may focus on inefficient methods or assume the deed is done before the target is truly dead. So, again, you can tell it, kill this person. They will go ahead and kill this person, but the way that they would have if they were real. So if you control like some person who maybe wasn't very skilled in their life, they're not going to be very useful as a puppet because they're not going to have any good techniques or anything. In the worst cases, some puppets outright ignore the order, but change the command to break, and they all get to work on severing the head, making the ability yours while exploring the darkness within the soul of the original owner. That's the true pleasure of a skill hunter. Yo, Hisoka, he did the twisty thing. Oh, and he pulled it right off. I thought he just broke his neck. No, he pulled that shit off. Correct. Sever the head and the puppet stops. The stamp disappears. But I haven't deactivated gallery fake, so the puppet remains. When the copy vanishes, you may conclude that gallery fake has been deactivated. And the last one. Flip. All right. One more. 3435. This. I can use my left hand while holding the book, but I use the bookmark when I want to use the right. What? I can use my left hand while holding the... Okay, but what's the... Okay, anyways, let's just keep reading. I feel like he's about to explain it. The ability remains in effect so long as I hold the book open, even if I remove the bookmark. Convert hands transfer student. Touch with my right hand and the target takes my form. Touch with my left hand and I take on the form of the target. I love this. I love this. I love this series, man. It's shit like this that just makes you like Nen. Again, I talked about this a bit with stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. How stands are always kind of hailed as one of the best combat systems like in existence. I don't think that stands themselves are inherently crazy. I think it's just the writers that are crazy for what they use with the idea of stands and what they're able to make, right? Stands could be seen as a horrible combat system if the stands themselves aren't interesting, right? That's how I feel with Nen. I feel like Nen, in its own right, isn't necessarily too much more insanely complex than other power systems, but it's just the shit like this that they come up with, like this transfer student ability. It's just completely random, but it's cool. I'm thinking of the ways this could be used in battle right now. That's not to say, though, Nen does have a lot more complicated aspects than most other power systems, that's for sure. Because most power systems is basically, if I have more of this, then I'm stronger. That's how it kind of works. Nen isn't really like that, but again, it's not just the fact that Nen is a really good system, it's just what they're able to make with that system. And I guess that does complement the system itself, because like if we take, I don't know. You guys would get what I'm trying to say? Like, for example, let's take, like, Ki from Dragon Ball Z. I know Ki or Chi is a real term, but we're talking about, like, specifically Dragon Ball. Again, it's very simple. You have more Ki, you're stronger. That's it. Well, sort of, for the most part. But Dragon Ball Z's Ki power system could be so much cooler if they had cool abilities like they do in Dragon Ball, or in Hunter x Hunter, you know what I mean? So it's not just that Nen is unique in that respect, it's the abilities that are made with Nen. Does that make sense? Because again, I hear it a lot. Nen, best power system in all of anime, nothing can rival it. Honestly, yes, I agree with that, but it's not just Nen itself. You know what is that? Well, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I'm making no sense at this point. So, his right hand makes them take his form, his left hand, and he becomes the next. Okay. So, and then he also said, I can use my left hand while holding the book, but I use the bookmark when I want to use the right. Okay. All right. And the ability remains in effect so long as I hold the book open, even if I remove the bookmark. So even if he removes the bookmark, as long as the book's open, the transfer will stay. Bro. I'm still like a little bit confused about that whole. So if he's holding the book in his right hand, so he can only use this ability when he's holding the book in his right hand. If he wants to hold his book with the left hand or put it away, if he wants to use his right hand, he has to bookmark. Why specifically does he have to bookmark it, though, when he wants to use his right hand? That's kind of what I'm caught up on. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm spending way too much time on this. Touch with both hands and we instantly switch. Okay, that just adds a whole nother layer to it, too. Alright. Only the appearance changes, the persona does not switch. It'll be easy to figure out which is real. I'm the one with the arrows on my palms. Could Gallery Fake create a copy of him with the marks? No. Place the bookmark, and with the marks remaining, activate Gallery Fake. The book gets in the way. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The way this is all set up with the book and the bookmark, it makes a really interesting system where certain things can be used, but not in conjunction with other things. And if you want to switch to this, then, you know, so it just... Cruella's ability, man, is like the epitome of just Hunter x Hunter awesomeness. Gallery Fake and Convert Hands can create human copies, but you need a manipulating ability to control them. The abilities are similar, but they both have distinct roles. All to defeat you. So that's it for the lecture, right? Time to get this started. One more thing, I'll offer you the most important bit of information. The abilities in my book vanish, never to be used again, when the person I stole from dies. Okay. Interesting. So it's like, I almost see it as in like all of the abilities he has in his book are still fueled by the aura of a person. Like for example, when he calls upon Neon's ability, it's still kind of hers. It's just in his control, right? So if she dies, her ability goes with her. Her Nen goes with her. It disappears. So it's still kind of her Nen. It's just not with her at the moment. That's kind of the way I see it based off that line. But one of the abilities I just explained is an ability that remains in the book even after death. What the fuck, dude? Crollo, you gotta stop adding more things. So one. Okay. So something that he's able to do is able to stay after death. So that could mean like take his swapping ability. If he's able to swap with another person, maybe that'll stay even after his death. But the book has to stay open. Does the book go away when he dies? Does he mean one of the 3 abilities he just explained is an ability that remains in the book? Also, I was saying he dies. I didn't mean he dies. I meant the user or the original or a person who had the ability dies. So like his hand thing, if the original person dies, like there's a possibility that could stay active. There's one ability that applies to. We don't know which one it is. All right, Crollo, what else? Next page. You got any more rules to lay out for me? Nen that becomes stronger after death. Looks like you get it. This came as a surprise to me too. Yeah, that's very not... Okay. The original owner was Meteor City's elder. When someone in the outside world attacked one of the residents, he turned one of our brethren into a bomb to deliver our message. Jesus. Unlike Order Stamp's owner, the elder thought there wasn't much difference between humans and puppets. I tend to agree. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. The sun and the moon, once marked, cannot be removed. Okay, so we have it straight up. The sun and the moon. Okay. Yeah, because he turned the dude into a bomb. So that was his ability. Okay. All right. I feel like that's going to be an important aspect. Okay. Next page. 38, 39. Exactly. Whether I close the book or put it away, they remain until the bomb goes off. This is getting extremely troublesome. Hisoka, you're in this fight right now. I'm sitting here reading this at a snail's pace, and my brain is trying to comprehend what the fuck is going to happen here. That's the end of the explanation. I'm not saying, see, here's the deal. This is one of those anime episodes where if this gets an anime adaptation one day, you're going to be pausing the episode repeatedly going, okay, I need to process what the fuck he just said, because it doesn't make any sense to me right now. This chapter is again, it's a good thing. Like Crollo's ability or abilities are incredibly interesting. That's the end of the explanation. I'm not saying this is a challenge, but I'll win. I'm 100% sure. Will you continue? Of course. Humans are so very interesting. Next page. The bookmark. Okay, hold on. The bookmark's coming out. Zoom. Black Voice, Mobile Fate Director. Okay, we're coming back with this. Bungee Gum, Elastic Love. All right. Next page. What? Okay, the crowd's going wild. The battle resumes, but Hisoka goes chasing after Crollo into the stands. They are into the stands. I was looking at the first picture. I'm like, are they in the stands or is that just like a weird visual effect? But they are in the stands. What's going on? Is he going to control the crowd? Is Crollo really going to control the crowd? He brought out the what is it called again? Black Voice. I'm going to write that down. He brought out Black Voice. So he's going to control somebody. If I get too close, the antenna is dangerous. But if I stay away, I play into Crollo's hands. But if I get closer, I knew it. He'll try to block my sight. Yep. Next page. Oh, whoops, I clicked off. Next page. 44, 45. Crollo went left. What is Hisoka going to do to take care of this guy? Ooh. Ouch. Oh, he went up to take those guys. He broke this guy's arms, or like chopped him in half or something, and then he went around. He did this little, maneuver around Big Boy's body, and then this guy behind just appeared. Another one. He used both antennas. Yep. Slash. All right, Hisoka got them both down. No problem. All right. So what? Black voice bookmark. Activate. Convert hands. Transform into someone else with his left hand. Move the bookmark. Dude, Frollo. He could literally be anywhere, and he could be anyone at this point. I didn't even realize him running into the crowd is. You cannot pick him out in a crowd. You can't. Jesus. And once he gets into hiding, I wonder if he's able to kind of be discreet about it and activate his explosion ability. Quite troublesome. Next page, 46, 47. That's the end of the chapter. Oh, see what I mean? These chapters are going so much faster now. This is the best ability I've ever seen in anything ever, is Crollo's ability. It's so good. Again, not because it's overpowered necessarily, just because it's so freaking unique. You could be anywhere. What's Hisoka gonna do now? Maybe I'm fucked up, but my initial thought was the only way to find Crollo is just to kill everybody here, right? That way, you'll find Crollo. Again, though, he does still have his marks on his hand when he does switch. And the only way to get rid of those marks would be to deactivate the ability, which would obviously switch him back. So, or I guess the only other way to figure out who it would be. Well, here's the thing, though. Actually, the more I think about it, hear me out. I might have had just a 300 IQ thought. The order Hisoka went through here: black voice, bookmark, activate, convert hands, transform into someone else with his left hand, move the bookmark to convert hands, close the book, and lie in wait. Here's the thing. He has to have done it with his left hand, right? Because here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. To hide in the crowd, Crollo cannot have his book on him. He has to close it and hide it, right? So that ties into what we heard earlier. If he... Wait. Wait, hold on. This ability is so fucking crazy. Okay. He used black voice. That is one ability. So hear me out. This is literally like a math class. I have to work this through bit by bit. He's activated black voice already. We know that. And it's still active because one person is controlled. So he then bookmarked that, and that is still bookmarked. The bookmark is being reserved for black voice. So that means that he currently has the book open, which is why Hisoka has deduced that he had to have used his left hand. Because to use his right hand, he has to bookmark the convert hands ability, right? Which he didn't do because this ability is already bookmarked. So he had to use his left hand. The problem with that is, since he used his left hand, he then becomes somebody else. But that other person is still there. So there's a double in the crowd. Because what I was thinking is, the only way Crollo could truly, perfectly hide himself would be to use both hands and swap his body with somebody else. That way, there would not be a double. There would just be some random fake Crollo out there. And well, no, hold on. If the other person dies that he swaps with, does he still keep that look? Like if me and you, if I had this ability, I swapped and I switched with you, I'm now you and you're me, but then you die, do I still look like you? Or since you died, does my ability go back to what it was, or my look go back to what it was before? Because I was thinking, if Crollo was able to use both hands, completely swap, Hisoka finds the fake Chrollo. Obviously, it's not really Chrollo, so he kills him, whatever, it's gone. Now, Chrollo is this hidden person, but there's no doubles of him. Whereas the way it is right now, since he used his left hand, it'd be like if I use my left hand on you, I become you, but you're still you. So there's two of you now. So clearly, since there's two of you, one of them is the real me, right? What the fuck, dude? I love this so much. I'm actually really surprised I even caught on to what's going on here because like this is totally something that would go over my head on any normal day and I'd be so confused after reading this. Yeah, black voice, bookmark, activate, convert hands, transform to someone else with his left hand. He specifically has to use his left hand. He can't use his right because he's still holding the book, and he can't use both because he's still holding the book. Move the bookmark into convert hands. Well, I guess, after the way it currently stands, everything that I just said is how it is. Chrollo used his left hand, he's swapped with, or he's become somebody else, but there's still that double out there. But once he's done with this antenna ability, he's going to bookmark convert hands instead of bookmarking black voice. Once he bookmarks convert hands, that's when things get terrible. Wait, I just realized, hold on. This might just completely change the game too. Can he use his convert hands to switch his appearance with somebody after he's already switched his appearance? So if we have person A, B, and C, we have, oh no, hold on. We have Chrollo, we have person A and person B. If Chrollo uses his left-hand ability to become person A, we now have two person A's and one person B. One of the person A's is actually Chrollo in disguise. This Chrollo in disguise, if he then uses the double ability or the right-hand ability on person B, does person B then become person A, or does person B become the Chrollo, who is actually inside of person A? I'll tell you what, I'm currently studying for finals right now. This has hurt my head way more than any amount of studying has done to me. And again, I am studying for my finals right now, and it doesn't compare to what I just read. My brain has been fried. It doesn't exist anymore. This is one of the... I love Hunter x Hunter. And again, the awesome part is the fight so far hasn't even been a fight. It's just been a battle of brains. It's brain power, man. That's all this comes down to. Fuck, man. Okay. I'm just trying to think through all... See, this makes sense now. I was really confused about the whole left hand, right hand thing and why he can only hold it in the book, or hold it and then he has to bookmark it when he switches and stuff, but I'm seeing why that's an important factor now. Yeah, this is some total, like, order of operations type shit in math. Like, that's literally what this is you have to try and figure out what order he could have used things in. Because again, there's the order that we're seeing right now is the only way this could have gone, that Hisoka just deduced. And you know what else I really like from Hunter x Hunter? And this is one thing that I feel like maybe some people probably don't like, but I feel like this is like one of the best things about this, is it does not explain what's happening. Hisoka just deduced the entire line, the order of operations that Chrollo has figured out. It doesn't explain how he came to that conclusion. You're just meant to figure it out. Unless, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're going to start the next chapter and right away Hisoka's going to explain the whole process of how he came to that conclusion. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But... oh, man. I love this series. I love this series. But anyways, I think I'm going to leave you guys off here. I'm going to cut this off before I hit 30 minutes because it's going to restart new recording. So if you want early access, head to patreon.com/FearfulFilms. Check that out there. But with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. And we'll be back next week to continue the fight between Hisoka and Chrollo with Hunter x Hunter chapter number 353. Until then, peace out.